Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Keep here on another day of Astro-Gravitational Report. If you're following from yesterday's report, you're probably guessing by the title what is Dio going to be talking about here. I want to say thank you guys for watching, supporting, buying a coffee, and listening up here and your comments. Some of the people get the feedback of that this is helping them. So this is the greatest reward. What does that mean? That today I'm going to be talking about this clarity. Before I show you the chart. I talked about yesterday that the moon is going to join, and it's going to be between the two Liliths in there. As you see it in that point, I will show you the chart. At that point, we have a intense energies with Saturn and Mars. We have these divine energies with Mercury and Venus and Chiron. And we have these beautiful trines. They're coming towards that unifications of Jupiter, as you're going to see Jupiter on the screen. A little bit behind is that growth. This is synchronizations energies, which is going to be the blue lines in there. For it, they are the ones that you take in your deepest desires, your deepest dreams, those hidden dreams that you want, and you grow up and make them reality. You're going to see the energies of the divines inside of you about the communications and love, talking about vulnerability. But vulnerability doesn't only have to be the masculine energies, which is most of the men's really they are fearing to be vulnerable, to say what they feel, what is going within their mind, what are they fighting from within, to express their fears, to expressing that energies that they need help of the feminine energies for advice. It's the same thing. Is the feminine vulnerability. We are talking about to say your insecurities because the masculine energies provide that securities there for you as a female. That's mean to be a vulnerable. You're gonna find those energies that they're also hitting there in the shadow, and also in the shadow, which is that's gonna be the intense energies. In the shadow is hitting your deepest fears, fears that they prevent you to achieve some of the things you want to achieve in life, your limitations. And with that being said, in there, that intensity towards Mars, some of you is going to have this energy at agitation, aggravations of these limitations from within. But as the moon is going in there, the moon is going to beginning to see these clarifications. What is my fears? What is in my divine communications? And what is in my dreams that I can achieve now? And I look in it within myself, what is stopping me to achieve all this. That is going to be the clarifications because today the moon is it going to be transitioning into Virgo in there. She's going to be set the tone that tomorrow morning the moon is going to be where it's going to be at Libra. That's going to be trining Pluto, okay, but it's the same time it's going to provide this beautiful divine guidance towards the sun. I'm talking about this one of the authority and intuitions gonna be working together for that transformation that it's needed for this vulnerability, this openness, this sharing. And that's when the love comes in, which is Venus. And you're gonna find that love. You're gonna seek in it how the love helps you overcome expressing those fears. And the fears of not achieving something, you're turning to reality. Okay, guys? So, with that being said, I'm going to give you the. There you go. This is the chart. This is what I've been telling you right now. Hi, Lorna. Glad to see you here. Thank you for watching. And thank you. And love your comments. So, talking about this, down in the bottom, you see this is the true Lilith. Right here, it's the moon. This is the mean Lilith right here. They are all 17, 19, and 22 degrees down below. They are opposing Mars and Saturn, talking about these agitations, those fears, those limitations is in here. But we're also talking about the divine love, that it's deeply rooted there in the shadow, that you do not open. You are afraid for real to love because you might be going to get hurt. But that is also including these communications. Okay, these communications within a soul that we are reviewing this right now. As a Venus is up here, that divine love is coming back in there towards the moon. And there you see what you have to see. And then you grow. And together with the universe, help you achieving this beautiful dreams you have with love. The powerful love that you have inside of you, that it's opened up. So without energies in the morning, this is going to be connecting to the work that you do, the inner work. For some of you, that maybe there is something in your work environment that is not that great, but it is meant to be. You see that beautiful kite, you take that energies in there together with Pluto, who is right in here for it. You're going to be able to see these transformations. Pay attention to this beautiful trines as the ascendant is at the end of Taurus. We are going to have a lot of what's going on. The moon first is going to give us the preview. After that, the sun is going to go in there together with Jupiter. They're all going to come. Okay. But we're talking about this is going to be happening 20th of May, which is going to be a month from now. You're going to be seeing it, those positiveness of Jupiter, Uranus, Venus, and the Sun coming in there. Just before the Sun, it's going to be going into Gemini, which is we are going to be going through the Gemini season. Right now, we are going into a Taurus season, working in this material possessions, this work in there, and you're gonna facing this, and somehow there's gonna be some this transformations that you want to change things, you want to improve things, and so on. And the Pluto says, no, 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 I got the agenda going. You can go ahead and fight whatever you want. You want to do it, so on. I'm here to stop you of what you're doing in the material world because, yeah, it's not going through my agenda of evolution. I'm sorry. And some of you is going to hit these roadblocks. But some of the things, they're going to fly flawless without anything. And this is how you understand to flow within the energies and let the things happen naturally. So at the 8 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be going into a Gemini. This is going to be kind of like a tricky things because this is going to be the duality. But through the duality, you're going to be able to see and determine it. What is a dreams and what is a fears? The intuition is going to be telling you what is the dreams and what is your fears. Because sometimes you fear to dream. Sometimes you fear to love. Sometimes you have a fear. It's like every human being. Everyone is afraid of something. But the vulnerability of expressing your fears, that is one of your real power getting in there. Because through expressing your fears, you can understand that the fears are either illusion or the fears is something that is out there within yourself that prevents you to have your dreams come true. And that duality of that energy is gonna comes in, is gonna be strong, is gonna be powerful. You're gonna see it from within. Lorna, I am understanding so much more. Thank you for explaining astrology for those of us that don't understand. Oh, glad to hear that. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much for this. And I'm happy that it's helping you. And, I'm so happy for the comments. Thank you, Lorna. And seeing it, this, as you see it, those red lines, this is the intensity of the energy. But you need to pay attention that this is only for that hour because the energy is going to be changed. It's the energy is going to be moved. Okay, nothing is permanent. And don't make a permanent decisions on the basis of these red energies. Because when you make permanent decisions on the basis of aggravation, agitations, which is that is going to be squaring Mars and Saturn, you basically have to see the limitations. You have to reach them out. You have to touch them. You have to understand it from what they are made of. Because if you touch them and find out that they're illusion, you're just going to go through them. But if you're just staring at them and you are afraid to even touch them, guess what? For you, this is a heavy wall. This is your fears, isn't there? And that creates agitations that you not can go through it. The part is to find that courage, which is Mars. He has this sextile with Jupiter and Uranus. You to have that power inside of you. That's what this Jupiter is for. You to outgrow yourself. So, as I said, don't make these permanent decisions because in the next hour, the divine energies that are gonna be coming from Pluto is gonna guide you. It's like, hey, there's new things, new emotions. You're gonna go through it. The midheaven is gonna go to the end of Aquarius. You're gonna see these energies. The ascendant is gonna help. Of the authority, it's like, hey, chill out. Everything is about family. You're gonna learn at the end. Don't be so much stubborn and so on and so on. You see it, those energies they're gonna comes in for it. While this process up here I'm talking about is gonna be pretty much lasting the whole day. As you see it, there is no other aspects up here. With the North Node, with Mercury, with Venus, with Chiron, they are focused on what? Of the intuition, of the clarity. Okay, but you need to stop for a minute and get that clarity for you within you. All right. Talking about the family situations, of course, the ascendant is gonna comes in. It's gonna trigger all this up here, those divine energies for it. But you got these angel wings. We talked about these angel wings yesterday. For they happen pretty much every day, but you're gonna see them clarity because right now the clarity in there from the moon is too strong. Okay, let me remind you who the Virgo is. Virgo came down to the Astrea, came down into the earth. She wanted to create this golden, great spiritual world here on earth. But the people were so greedy. They wanted to have anything and everything. And that they are damaging so much themselves. Then the Virgo says, I'm going to go into the exile. I'm going to go up into the heaven and I'm going to be holding Libra. I'm going to be the Astrea and I'm going to be using the logic, but I have to be blindfolded. So I don't see what actually goes on in there on the earth because when I see, then I begin to judge. And this is when this is the hospital because you healing there. That energies of healing is because the world needs that healing. The world needs this Astrea to comes down to the heavens, from the heavens again down here to maintain the balance, to make the balance. But you have to look at it, that balance from within yourself. And as the moon is going in there, that energy is coming towards you. All right. Talking about it, 11 o'clock energies, the midheaven is going to be exiting within Pisces. That's going to put more pressures within the Virgo system. But again, If you're working within the family energies of Cancer, those energies that go into your Jupiter and Uranus, the growth, the sudden changes, you create the positive actions, passing over your limits. You go back into that family energies and you go back into the moon for that beautiful, beautiful growth that it's coming in. Hi, JCK CPA, glad to see you. Never can find coffee links. The coffee link. Okay, I'll make sure that it's gonna be posted there below. You all know I love coffee. I can drink this coffee and go to sleep. In there, I'm a heavy coffee drinker. For it, yeah, admit sin is its sin. But I'm gonna make sure that it's below the link below. And thank you so much for this, for it. But to go back into this energies up here, okay, as you see it, this straight divine line. The divine intuition is when you zip at everything else and you let what? The divine talking with you when you connect to the divine from within. Because the intuitions is about telling you it's a tool. Okay? If you see somebody's crying, you focus when it's crying, but you don't have the intuition about the divine. If you see that something goes wrong, you look at it what it's wrong. If you see someone is in fears, you put the intuition in the fear mode to sense what fear is. But when you focus within the divine, then the spiritual intuition kicks in from within. And that is it. At this hour, it's preparing you basically for this, because in the next hour, as you see it, that energy of the midheaven right here, it's pointing out towards the south node, to the Libra. But that midheaven, it's adding into that Mercury north node energy towards the moon. And that energy is right there, is that inner work of it's gonna begin. Because if I adjust it here, just for you guys to see what I'm talking about, okay? You see that energy how it's changed within the divine of the midheaven, because it's passing through all of them one by one. And you see it right here, that movement of the green lines, how they are changing. You're gonna go through what you need to do. You're gonna be going through the communications. You're gonna check out the love within yourself. And then you're gonna be healing. Because all this has to be done from who? You. You. Because now this clarity comes in for that growth. All right. There we go. And we're talking about the next hour, of course, at 1 o'clock. It's about authority. Authority doesn't like changes. It has to be straight. There is a law. There is the society rules. You need to understand that the society rules are unwritten laws of behavior for the masses. And the society have this culture is in there that for some of you this is a really limitations is in there for it. And some of you are gonna feel these limitations that like I'm limited in the material world, how to operate and how to move this. You need to mature first. You need to grow. You need to understand. You're the 2-year-old that goes around and touches everything. When you're 2-year-old, you do not know that you broke the TV remote because you toss it. But when you're 14-year-old, you're not tossing the remote. You're actually walking with the remote all the time. It's like nobody changes my channel, and you get the popcorn, and you all the time switching the channels in there for your show that comes in, right? So this is about the learning. This is about the growth that we're talking about here, okay? And some of you, that transformations isn't there. It is about this new upgrades, right? You used to click the channel. Now you have to take the phone and you have to be down the words and so on and so on, and taking some things more complicated, right? When you're trying to type on a smart TV, trying to type in what you're searching for and so on, instead of just flipping the channel, right? So, but that's what it is. The world is changing. So, yeah. All right, the good times, the good energies, and it's like finally there is something moves, something goes, and something flies, and something is changing. What is it changing? Your visions of the growth, and currently the ascendant is supporting that authority. You're finally getting this wisdom. We're talking about the wisdom from the last um, Leo season. Okay, those last degrees of Leo, the beginning of the first degrees of Virgo, they are powerful because this is how you move from that energy of growth into the realizations of the real world the way it is. Who can judge that? Virgo. Okay, she holds Libra. Judgment. Okay, but at the same time, if you don't like it, you're going to where? You're going to exile to think about it, how to make it better. Okay, is the same things applies to you. You're gonna get the visions of how to make the authority better, not to fight with the current transformation processes. You cannot stop evolution even if you want to. Evolution has no mercy. Put this into your brain and the perspective, and you'll see that you can't. All right, for those who did their inner work, they did the greatest stuff. The midheaven is going into Gemini. Everything's perfect, right? You aligning everything in synchronizations. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Right now, we're talking about these energies. The ascendant is there, and Virgo, it's still supporting the authority. You're authorizing thing, but as you see it here, this divine energy is here, begins to thin out. Today begins to be a very, very thin as this energies up here towards Saturn, Mars, and Neptune, they begins to grow. And since the moon is moving out and it's passing through the mean Lilith, you are gonna be going through your fears. You're going to see them because the last thing you see is always your fears. The first thing's your dreams. The second things you see is the divine. What is it? And you're trying to get this energies inside of you to projections and to find a ways and so on and so on. But now, the last thing that you see, don't see always is one thing, your personal fears. But if you're vulnerable there to see it, you're gonna find out it's the same way as the Astrea have to face her fears to come back down and thus this golden age to make this balance. All right, here is, you know it's coming. That's a 4 o'clock energy as the ascendant point out to all this. You've seen it. Right now, you see this energy that has been all day. It's like, what is this energy? What is that goes on? Now you see it. It's in your face. You're gonna be seeing it. That energy actually, I believe at 16:16, which is 4:16 in the afternoon. I believe was. Let me see. There he is. I'm talking about these energies right now that it's come. Um, as the ascendant is going to be moving 4 o'clock going forward, you're seeing it. That energy comes into you and it's going to be showing you minute by minute. So basically, your intuition is going to be working and override faster that you can't possibly process. This is like somebody taking out the old processor in your computer and put the best, most powerful process now in your computer and says, let's go. And all of a sudden, just like, and you're like, oh, hey, what happened here? right? You used to be to the slower speed. So here is like this energy of the divine that it's coming again. It shows in you. That's what it was. That's what you've been sensing. That's what you've been seeing it. But that energy is going to be coming more and more in the next few hours. You're going to be working it with that because that energy is rising above. It's coming out of the shadow. You see it on the front of your eyes. And there. Hi, baby. Thank you for watching. And yeah. So, talking about this energy at 1 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I'm sorry for it. I'm gonna be zipping through because I adjust the minutes. In there. All right. You see, this divine is gonna be testing you after this, and then it goes there. It's like what's left up here. What else needs to be done? Because after the divine is giving you the information, gives you an update, gives you that anything, what do? You have to do? Do it. Otherwise, it's only like you improving your mind, you improving your things in there, and not doing it. You're not overcoming your fears. Once you overcome your fears, what happens to you guys? You're happy. You're joyful. You're, yeah, I conquer myself. I did. I just made a video about some of the people are looping. What I mean looping, it's in a time loop. You're reviewing the same thing, you're playing the same mind games, and you're not doing actions, and you're like, okay, I couldn't do it. That's mean I have to learn something new. You go, you study something new, you look at it, you process it in your mind, you're speaking about it, you're going to do it, and you fail to do it. And then it's like a go back again. Oh, I didn't do it because I need to know more. No, you don't need to know more. You need to do more. Because some of the people, they study in their life, and they never worked. They failed to achieve that little thing. Do it. One great guy says one thing. You just do it and do it and do it until the job gets done. And that great guy used to be a football coach, and he created a financial company. He became a billionaire. I think you should get to that for it. All right, talking about at 7 p.m., the intensity of the energy is coming because these balances of here between Aries and Libra, that it still has to be processed, but we got the divine energies coming here. You're going to see the moon within 2 days when it comes here. How the moon is going to be achieving this great balance between the warrior within inside of you, together with Jupiter and Uranus. Okay, but currently you have to understand what there is the fight is. Venus right now it's opposing itself because Venus is ruling what? Libra. She's where? In Aries. And now the love that you're supposed to give to others, you never give to yourself. Now it's the time to give it to yourself. You're gonna see the shadow, the other side of this. Okay. And some of you may be gonna feel like, oh, this person doesn't love me, oh, this person does that, oh, this person this, and so on. You guys know what I'm talking about. But you're still looking to the other person. What you demand from others, you need to give to yourself first, so you can know how to give and receive. That's what this Mercury retrograde situations. Hopefully you guys learn. Okay, next hour, which is we're talking about, this is gonna be at 8 o'clock. The midheaven goes into Leo. The ascendant goes into Scorpio. Is gonna be opposing the sun. That's gonna put this shadow side of the authority. There is something is hidden, something is hidden. You're hiding things from me. You are not honest to me, and so on and so on. Is the authority honest? Thinking about it. Do you know everything what the authorities does? You only be told what you are told. And during this energies, you're gonna see the visions that you act in the same way. Sometimes your authority doesn't say everything in there, but that was it. The lessons of today. You to be vulnerable, and if you're not vulnerable, you get up in situations that you basically set yourself for failure. You never changed. You never transformed. But if you are vulnerable, you saw the visions of the proper vulnerability that it needs to be. You understand that happiness is in there because your warrior from within has been matured to overcome these fears. Oh boy. All right. Talking about it, 9 o'clock energies, the midheaven there, it's going to be at Leo, is going to be seeing this visions that it's coming. And it's approaching that hours of midheaven going into Virgo. You've seen it, this feelings that all day long I've been thinking, I've been doing it, and so on and so on, until I grew. I need to understand I can't fight the universe, because I fight the universe, I'm not growing. I have these visions at the end. I understand what's happening at the end. As you pay attention for it, I was talking about the Leos last season. Well, here is you're working it out, that energy. That energy was showing you up a few hours ago. It's right here. You need to process it and you need to do it. Okay? All right, talking about the next hour, which is that's going to be at 10 p.m. That energies remind you for all these situations in the shadow. The ascendant is at Scorpio. That is sending divine energies to Venus and things. You have love, but out of love, of fear of love, you're not opening that love. But you need to understand why you don't open it. Is that is emotional, that is a damage, or that is a fear, or whatever that is. And this is what the lesson was. At the end of the day, when you close your eyes but you don't sleep, you just toss and turn into your bed, what your mind is wondering. Okay? What is your mind is wondering. And I'm going to be just adjusting a little bit the minutes up here so you guys can see in about 30 minutes of this how the energies remind you, and it goes back of what it was all day. Talking about these divine energies and this beautiful energies right here. But now you're operating with the energies of Scorpio. Now everything of that has been hidden, it's coming out on the surface. Now you see what was your dreams and how to achieve them together with seeking it in your shadow and how you get to this intuition. Now you see what is your fears are and how to overcome them. And now you see these divine energies of the love that it was coming to you to help you to get better in your life, guys. Better for a great life for you, but also you to be example for others. And that's what it was, the Astrogravitational report, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for a reminder about the coffee, JCKCPA. And if you guys have some any questions, you may ask now. If not, we're gonna share the love and the light, and we'll be talking to you tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Be love. All right. Here is your gifts, guys. You're welcome, Lorna. And thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the love and the messages. And I appreciate you guys. And if you any personal concerns, you guys know how to find me. Please check our website below. Below, guys. Thank you, baby.